Malcolm, sweetheart, are you at the bus station now?
Yeah, Mom. I just hopped on the bus. I'm sorry. Getting called into work during our vacation really sucks, doesn't it?
Oh, it's okay. I know you have to do that sometimes for your job. You don't have to feel sorry about it.
Yeah, but I was really hoping I'd have more time to relax on our trip.
I know you work hard at your job. That company is lucky to have an employee as dedicated and talented as you. You make me really proud. Keep up the amazing work, my dear.
Thanks. Aside from that, I want to mention something about you and Tracy. I think it would be great if you could make an effort to get to know her better, you know? Like, try to build a friendship between the two of you. It would mean a lot to me.
We are friends. What are you talking about?
But Mom, I've noticed that you hardly ever talk to her. You know, she's my wife. She's incredibly important to me, and I want you two to get along.
Yeah, but Malcolm, I've been working really hard ever since I was young. You know that, right? So honestly, I have zero in common with some lazy woman who doesn't even bother to work and contribute to society. And to top it off, she's always whining and needing help with the most basic, mundane tasks. I just can't wrap my head around it, or tolerate it. Just the sight of her infuriates me.
Mom, how could you say something like that? Tracy is blind, and that's why she occasionally needs assistance. It's not her fault. And you know what? She does work, despite her challenges. So why can't you be satisfied with that?
It's hard to put into words. I prefer women who are independent and have some strength to them, you know? But that girl, she cries over the tiniest things. I just can't find myself liking someone like that.
Oh, come on. She's only cried twice, and both times it's because of you. Remember when you told her that the dinner she cooked for you was tasteless? You threw it away right in front of her. And what about the time you smashed that flower vase in the room she had just cleaned? She had to clean up your mess. We've already had a big fight about this, and yet you're still pushing the same subject. How many more times are you going to do this?
But let's be honest, the dinner was absolutely awful. I had no choice but to tell her, right? And about that vase, I didn't break it on purpose, as I've already told you. It was a complete accident when my foot hit it and sent it crashing to the floor. Can't you just see it was bad luck?
Tracy was actually considering your health when she made that dinner. That's why she didn't use excessive spices. As for the vase, let's be honest. You knocked it over because you were angry. I distinctly remember that.
Oh, please, angry? What are you even talking about? I hardly even get angry at anyone. In fact, everyone I know consistently tells me how incredibly calm and rational I am. It's like my superpower or something.
When you got swindled last month, you got scammed by that guy for $60,000. I had put in so much effort to save up all that money for you, especially because you said you wanted to move into that retirement village. We were working hard to save up every penny to make it happen. Do you even realize that?
Oh, here we go again. I specifically told you to drop it and move on. We agreed not to bring it up ever again. But fine, if you want to go there, let's talk about it. It was actually Tracy's fault, too. She was right there, but she didn't do a damn thing to try and stop me from handing over that money. And let's not forget, you said you would give me $60,000. I thought that was for the down payment. I truly believed we were buying that house.
No, Mom. We were never buying that house. It wasn't even a realistic possibility. And that guy who approached you, he wasn't even from a legitimate real estate agency. I told you not to do anything until we could investigate further. Tracy told me she tried her best to stop you from giving that guy any money. But you wouldn't listen to her. You claimed it was because she's blind and couldn't read the contract to prove he was a fraud. Then you just handed over all your bank information to this mysterious guy we know nothing about.
Oh, here we go with Tracy's lies again. She's always lying, isn't she? She never made any effort to stop me, trust me on that. In fact, if my memory serves me right, she actually encouraged me to go ahead with it. I'm really getting fed up with her, to be honest. I can't stand her anymore.
Oh, whatever. Let's just put the money issue aside for now. It's gone, and dwelling on it won't change anything. By the way, our trip is ending tomorrow. Can you please make an effort to patch things up with Tracy this evening? I really don't want any more tension within our family. Can we agree on that, Mom?
Okay, fine. If that's what you want, I'll try and talk to her tonight.
I'll be really happy if you two can become friends. Thanks. Anyway, I'll message you again when I get finished with work. Mom, I just got a call from Tracy. I heard there was some trouble at the hotel. Hey, Mom.
Oh, please, there was no trouble. Not even close. I wouldn't phrase it that way for sure. Wow, Tracy spills every little detail to you, huh? Is she incapable of handling even the smallest things herself? Didn't I tell you that a woman who can't handle the slightest thing isn't the right fit for you? Remember that?
That's not the problem here now, is it? This is about an old man with a cane who can barely walk. I heard you pushed him over.
Well, there was a valid reason behind my actions. Before jumping to conclusions, can you please listen to my side of the story? You know me well enough to understand that I would never do it without a reasonable explanation, right?
It doesn't matter what the reason was. What you did was unjustifiable. You should never push an old man that can barely stand up by himself. Please, you've got to be nicer to people.
I said listen to my side of the story. So this guy had his wife running around to fetch dinner for him. I couldn't help but feel sorry for her and wanted to stand up for her. You see, deep down I'm a good-hearted person, believe me.
Huh? So what? I don't see any problem with that.
The restaurant at the hotel is a buffet, meaning you have to get up and help yourself. I couldn't care less about his legs being all wonky. If the man wants to eat, he should be able to handle it on his own, don't you think? I mean, seriously, how dare he make his wife do his bidding? That's just plain rude. All I did was give him a little reality check, and then he got all snappy with me. Can you believe it? And you know how things went down from there. It's totally on him, no doubt about it. If he can't manage to walk properly, maybe he should reconsider going on trips altogether. Staying home might be a better option for everyone's sake.
Mom, I really need you to take a deep breath and calm down for a moment. Please, go and apologize to that man and his wife. What you did was incredibly wrong, and I hope you realize that now. Pushing an elderly man, regardless of the circumstances, is never justified. It's a cruel and disrespectful act that can cause serious harm.
Oh, come on, you know deep down that I'm right, don't you? Let's face it, someone who consistently needs to be nursed is nothing but a burden to others. They just create unnecessary hassle and inconvenience. If you can't handle even the basic self-care, then maybe you should reconsider indulging in extravagant events like vacations. It's just pure selfishness, plain and simple. If you're going on a trip, shouldn't you be able to have a good time and enjoy yourself? But no, this guy had the nerve to make his poor wife do absolutely everything for him. Do you honestly think she had any enjoyment doing that? I highly doubt it.
But that's not your decision to make. Maybe she loves him and wants to do things for him. Those people were probably enjoying their vacation the whole time until you did this to them. You're complaining about him causing problems for his wife, but you, butting in, caused problems for the both of them, didn't it? Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's your right to butt in. You pushed over an old man.
I wasn't looking for a fight. That couple was sitting really close and just happened to be in my field of view. I saw it, and it was making me angry. He was making his wife do everything for him. Oh, I get it now. That's probably why I don't like Tracy. You have to help her with everything. If that's the way it's going to be, I'll probably never be able to get along with her. It's just impossible for me. People like that, they look like humans, but they're really not. Because they can't do anything themselves. It's just so annoying, don't you think?
Oh my God, Mom. Just go find that couple and apologize to them right now. You don't know how embarrassed I feel at the moment.
But Really, why should I even bother with something like that? It's not even worth my time. In all honesty, that old man owes me an apology, and his wife should be thanking me for restoring justice. I was just simply standing up for the weak and taking on the bullies. Aren't I a shining example of righteousness?
Just go. I'm begging you.
It's too late now. I couldn't even go if I wanted to. They've probably moved on.
I understand what you're saying about the time, but please, just go and apologize to them.
Sometimes you could be so annoying. Okay. You're saying if I apologize, everything will be fine, right? If I apologize. Oh, and while I've got you, I wanted to ask you, the hotel's already paid for, right? All I have to do is give the key back tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, that's right. Just be careful from now on, please. I'm going to call the hotel and apologize on your behalf for the scene you caused at the restaurant. After you go and apologize to the couple directly, try to get some rest tonight.
Malcolm, I just got on the bus. I'm on my way home now.
Okay. Tracy is with you, right?
Oh, about that.
Huh?
I went to her room this morning and knocked a bunch of times, but surprise, surprise, she never bothered to answer. You know, I had to catch a bus, and it's not like I have all day for her, right? And if she did come along, I'd have to hold her hand like some babysitter leading her around. Can you imagine the embarrassment? Honestly, just the thought of people staring at us makes me cringe. I know it would make me feel super uncomfortable. So, you know what I did? I left her stranded at the hotel. And let's just say I had a good laugh about it. Right?
Oh, wow. So you threw away your last chance, didn't you? That was probably your last chance to live in a mansion like a movie star.
Huh?
I'm gonna come clean and tell you the truth. I'm still at the hotel right now. I'm here with Tracy and that old man you pushed over last night.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I was at the hotel the whole time. I lied when I told you I got called into work. I wanted Tracy and you to have an honest chat together without me around. So I told you I left and went back to work.
Hold on. So you're in the hotel right now? With that old man? The one from last night?
Yeah. That old couple you had a fight with last night? They're Tracy's parents.
What? That's impossible.
I know we didn't have a traditional wedding ceremony, so you were never formally introduced to them. But I think you would have seen them in pictures before.
You're lying again. Why would Tracy's parents be at the same hotel as us? Oh, that would be a big coincidence, don't you think? Don't try and scare me like that, okay? Oh, I see what you're doing here. Trying to pull off a prank or something, huh? Okay, you got your giggles out, so you can cut it out now.
It wasn't a coincidence. Tracy invited them. They wanted to meet you and find out what kind of person you were. They had a proposal for you.
A proposal?
About one of their summer homes. The apartment building we're all living in now, it's really old. There's no elevator, and it's pretty cramped, right? They were thinking about giving one of their summer homes to us, so that you, me, and Tracy could all live together in a big house.
Huh? Hold on. A summer home? Why have I never heard of this? Wait, were you hiding it from me? That's not fair.
Yeah, I just found out recently myself. Tracy's parents are pretty darn wealthy. They own quite a few summer homes. Too many to even use each year. Tracy has never relied on her parents' money, so that's why she had never brought it up to me before. But she heard about how you got scammed out of all that money, so she felt really bad for you. She talked to her parents to see if they'd be willing to help you out.
You've got to be kidding. Tracy's parents are rich? What? How could that be?
It's true. And even though you've been treating Tracy like crap this whole time, she was still willing to forgive you. And even after that incident with you last night, her parents were still considering to helping you out. They said if you were willing to help Tracy get back home today, they'd let you live in one of their summer homes.
I just hopped off the bus. I'm on a mission to catch the next one back to the hotel pronto. I'm gonna rush over and apologize to them straight away. So please make sure they stick around and wait for me to get there. I swear it won't take me long at all. I'm determined to make things right ASAP.
It's already too late. All of us are at the airport now. Tracy's father says he's paying to have us all fly back home.
You're flying home? Why are you flying? We plan to take a bus the whole way back and see a bunch of the country. You can't just leave me out like that. It's completely unfair to treat me this way.
Yeah, but Tracy's dad offered to fly us first class. We'll be back in no time. Plus, I've never flown first class before. And he said he's still giving Tracy and I one of his summer homes to live in, as long as we promise not to let you live with us.
What? No way. You can't pull that on me. Are you really going to abandon your own mother? You've never acted like this before.
What are you talking about? Turning my back on you? You were the one who turned your back on my wife. As far as you knew, you left her at the hotel all by herself.
No, I didn't. I knocked on her door this morning, but she didn't answer. What was I supposed to do?
We were in the room beside you. We were awake long before you were. I heard you leave. I know exactly what time you left, and you never once knocked on our door.
I did, but it was probably too quiet for you to hear. Don't blame me, I'm just an old lady. I'm not very strong, I can't knock very hard.
Now you're pretending to be a weak old woman? You were strong enough to push a man over last night. Up until today, Tracy and I were willing to put up with your nonsense. But not anymore. If this is how you treat my wife, you're not my mother anymore.
Malcolm, please don't say that. I just had a few too many drinks last night, you know? I couldn't think straight at that point.
It wasn't just last night. This isn't the first time you look down on people weaker than you. In fact, you've always been like that. Tracy is blind, yet she's never relied on her parents for anything. She works hard to make her own money. She's been supporting herself long before she met me. And her father's leg isn't good anymore. So his wife helps him out of pure kindness, not because he makes her do it. That's what really shows how great a person is. Kindness.
If you're going to talk about someone being great, take a look at me. I've put in years of hard work and made valuable contributions to society. And let's not forget, I raised you to be the incredible person you are today, right? So why don't you go ahead and tell Tracy, her parents, or anyone else who needs reminding about how truly amazing I am. That way they'll understand why I should be allowed to live in this summer home with you. It would be downright rude for the two of you to enjoy the luxury of a beautiful house without including me in the mix.
It's rude for the two of us to live in a nice house? What part of that is rude?
It's not fair. I'm your family too. I'm your mother and Tracy's mother-in-law. Shouldn't I be the one who deserves to live in it?
What? You said it yourself, didn't you? If you can't take care of yourself, you shouldn't be doing extravagant things. It's selfish.
No, it's okay. I can take care of myself.
Oh, well that's good then. If you can take care of yourself, you don't need to live with us.
Huh? Hold on a minute. Families should stick together, no doubt about it. You know how much I hate being apart from you, don't you? It's just unbearable.
Yeah, but if you're in my field of view, I think it'll just make me angry. It'll just be impossible for me. Besides, let's be real here. Is it really me you hate being apart from, or that gorgeous summer house?
Malcolm, how could you say something like that to your own mother? Of course I want to live with you, why wouldn't I?
You always say the same thing when you're angry. How could you do such and such to your own mother? If it's someone else, it's okay. Whatever. It doesn't matter now anyway. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are not my mother anymore. I've been living with you up till now. But by the time you get home, Tracy and I will already be moved out.
You can't do this to me. I won't allow you to leave me all alone. Do you not realize how heartless it is to abandon an elderly lady like myself? What if something were to happen to me? Have you even considered the consequences?
You've already gotten off your bus, haven't you? Even if you hadn't, I doubt you'd return home in time to stop us. It's gonna feel so good to go flying over your head in first class.
Malcolm, answer your phone.
I never thought the time would come when I'd be able to say this to my own mother. But to be a person like you, and look down and hate anyone who isn't as independent or lucky as yourself, I don't know if that's stupid or ignorant or just plain malicious, but it's certainly embarrassing to be associated with anyone like that. After we arrived at the airport in our state, my father-in-law immediately called a moving company to come to my mother's apartment. He paid extra for such short notice. They packed up all of our things and got everything into the truck at an excellent time. From what I hear, only a short while after we drove off with all our belongings, my mom arrived back at the apartment. But when she opened the door, all of our stuff was gone. There was no trace that Tracy and I had ever lived there. We got really lucky on that one. I would have hated to deal with her there. She must have been furious. I heard she tried her best to find out where we had moved to, but we didn't give her any clues. And all the people we did tell promised to keep it a secret. She kept trying to call my phone and message me nearly every day for a while after that. It wasn't long before I just blocked her number. I'm still considering whether I'll start talking to her again or not. Once she gets older, if she has any health problems and still keeps the same attitude as she has now, I'll definitely never speak to her again. And by the way, the summer home that we got from my father-in-law, it's not a house, it's a mansion. This thing is huge. And if that wasn't enough to make us happy, I just heard from Tracy that she's pregnant. The good news keep coming in. When the baby is born, the three of us are going to have a wonderful life, living together in this beautiful house.